All right, let's put some much needed detail on these opportunities for rain. First concept, there are two separate cold fronts coming our way. First one's getting here late tomorrow night, and then there's another one that's going to come in on Wednesday. There will be plenty of breaks in between the two, and timing all of this is now the trick. So let's try and do our best. Here's what this thing looks like now. You see the cold front out here sitting in the Gulf of Alaska as we keep that wide view out here so you can see the expansiveness of the clouds and how they're developed. Now we're going to put the rain in it. And you'll see the first cold front here. And this gets through tomorrow night. It's going to be a lot more impressive in far northernmost California, but we are still clearly going to experience the southern edge of a cold front here that's going to wrap its way right up into the bay as we get into tomorrow night. And you can see it weakens as it does that. We're going to look at this all again, by the way, because we're going to slow it down and we're going to come in close. But here's your big picture. That's Monday night when the majority of the rain's coming in across the bulk of the bay. But look back here. There's another one. And this is the one that then comes in on Wednesday, and this one gives us rain through Wednesday morning into the afternoon. Let's get a better look at both of these. So we'll go to the forecast imagery on this, and we're going to slow down that line. Here's the first one. This is the Monday night arrival. And you can see by the time we've gotten to about 7 or 8 o'clock, we're getting rain in the North Bay. So here's your takeaway. The majority of the day tomorrow, you're not getting rained on. If you get any rain tomorrow through the morning or afternoon, it'll be light mists out on the leading edge, like the warm sector of the storm, where there's not a whole lot to work with. But starting Monday night, 7, 8 o'clock, there's your cold front. Let's advance that across the bay because it gets down to the Golden Gate as we get towards about 10, 11 o'clock, midnight. Now it's coming right across the city. Some pretty decent rain with that as it does it. Still very well organized here. This is now pre-dawn on Tuesday, when the majority of people might be noticing this. Really from midnight when it moves over the city, Monday night, midnight going into Tuesday, to Tuesday morning at like 5 a.m. might be prime time for this whole thing. That really does appear to be one of the more impressive times for the system. If we're going to get a thunderstorm, which there could be some mixed in along that cold front, this would be your time frame, like midnight to 5 a.m. And then those showers will clear out. And by the time we get to the morning commute, you still have a few leftover scattered showers here. This is 7 a.m. on Tuesday. Some leftover showers, maybe in the South Bay, maybe in the Tri-Valley. Look at the clearing back edge back here, because when that clears, we're going to get a nice little break for most of Tuesday. And then the next little system is going to come in on Wednesday. We'll get there in 1 second. Here's the total for the first system. That's the rain that comes through that we just looked at. Maybe 3/10 of an inch of rain in the North Bay, a little more for the city. All right, let's look at that Wednesday system now. As this one comes in, we get this better organized slug of moisture right here. That comes in Wednesday through the afternoon. This one perhaps gives us about another 1/4 of an inch of rain, primarily right through the heart of the day on Wednesday. That's when we're going to notice some of the better rain from that system having moved through. All right, let's get the 7-day forecast up here and show you what it looks like. Once we get finished with that system that comes through in the heart of the day on Wednesday, there might be a straggler or two in terms of a light shower on Thursday, but it wouldn't be much. Here's your 7-day forecast. Monday cold front, Wednesday cold front, a break for most of Tuesday, and then Thursday, anything we get left over will just be a few light showers. And look at the temperatures back here. By next weekend, we start warming back up again, so that we're looking at daytime highs that are once again towards the mid-80s. And when we look at the 7-day forecast on here for the Bay, you see a similar timing for rain, just slightly cooler numbers. All right, Vern.